If you've ever said, I know what I need to do, but I just can't get myself to do it, this video is for you, because in this video, I'm gonna teach you how to rewire what I call your neuro-response loops. Now, if you missed the last video, this is where I talked about how to tap into your inner authority. Check that video out first, because it's gonna set the stage for what we're talking about today. Inner authority is something that even when fear is present, it gives you the ability to take action anyways. So in the last video, I talked about some strategic ways to tap into that. And no, it didn't involve 4 hours of meditation. In this video, we're taking it one step further and understanding what neuro-response loops are and how to rewire them. The two correlate really strongly, because once we tap into rewiring our neuro-response loops, our inner authority is just gonna show up automatically, and then life begins to feel so much easier because all of these things working towards our goals just run on autopilot. Neuro-response loops are the unconscious links that your brain makes between an action or behavior and applies to a meaning or a feeling that you get. So let me break this down in an example. If starting an online business means and evokes an emotion of fear, judgment, being seen, your neuro-response loop that you're having in that is every time you think about starting an online business, the meaning that comes up for you is a negative association. It's a pain association versus a pleasure association. That's when you become avoiding. You reject the idea. You make yourself small so that you don't push forward, because you have a stronger pain association with starting a business than the pleasure association of all the money you can make, all the time freedom you're gonna have, the opportunities you have, how you can work and travel at the same time. Your pain response of the fear and the rejection of being seen is stronger than the positive outcomes of starting your online business. This neuro-response loop, it's really important for you to understand that this doesn't live in your brain. It's just not something that's consciously coming up. It lives in your body. It's that feeling you get before, and then your brain, when it connects with those feelings in your body, your nervous system, it reaffirms the idea that you do not push forward. The body is telling you that this is making you feel scared, so let's just stop and we just won't do this. We'll just put it off and do it another day. It's very subconscious. It's deeply rooted and ingrained since childhood, and it is powerful. It can overcome you even though you know what you should be doing and you know what you want to be doing. It just pulls you back. But you can rewire your neuro-response loops in as little as 5 minutes time. So we're going to talk about that today. I want to use an example from my real life because I don't know you yet, and so I don't really know what neuro-response loops you have. I grew up as a 90s child. I was born in 87, and alcohol was just a prevalent part of society. All of the events that we went to, there was alcohol. So growing up, I associated alcohol with pleasure. And I definitely have had my moments where I have overused alcohol. I was an addict for a short period of my life before I had my first son. And even after I had my first son, I still abused alcohol. Now, I barely drink at all. And if I do, it's maybe 1 or 2 drinks every 3 to 6 months. What changed? I didn't set out with this goal to be like, oh, I don't want to drink anymore. Drinking's not for me. There was no conscious forefront thought of me not wanting to drink. What happened was I had back-to-back pregnancies where I wasn't drinking. And after my last pregnancy, I really wanted to focus on the goal of losing weight, getting in shape, and being the fittest, healthiest version of myself. As I was working on that, anytime I would drink with my friends on the weekend or even just have a glass of wine with dinner, I noticed it was impacting my sleep. I was waking up groggy. I was a little bit grumpy. The sugar intake, it was hard to lose that kind of belly fat. So I naturally began to associate alcohol with pain instead of pleasure. Now, when I think of drinking, it actually makes me physically sick to think about it, because I just naturally associated that with pain. That pain stops me from reaching all of my goals. But the pleasure I associate now is hydrating with water, drinking electrolytes, drinking my protein powder, because I'm seeing the outcome of that result. It's just something as simple as that. It doesn't have to be a conscious thought to change your neuro-response loops when you're stuck in self-sabotage. If you just bring awareness to them and you start to recognize the impacts that certain behaviors, certain habits that you engage with, what pain are those habits causing you? Just the awareness of that alone is enough to rewire your nervous system, your subconscious, which then your brain will catch up with that later. Once I shifted my neuro-response loop, naturally, I viewed alcohol as keeping me from reaching my goals. So I just wanted to give you that example so that you're not thinking that what you're diving into is going to be hard. It really comes down to that awareness step. So we're gonna dive into the steps, and obviously that is the first step. Getting honest about what you really associate, either pain or pleasure, with the goals that you have. Pick 3 goals, lay them out on whatever method you want. I would probably use a piece of paper or a whiteboard for myself. These are the 3 goals. Why am I not reaching these goals? What about these goals is causing me to have a neuro response that is looping me into pain? Bringing the awareness is the first step, because you're teaching your brain, like, wait, makes sense. When we're talking about starting an online business, which is what this YouTube channel is about, is the association with posting on social media and people judging you, that association with pain, is that stronger than the pleasure of getting new clients, earning income, getting free leads on this platform? Now, here's the cool thing. We get to override this. The first step is awareness. The second step is interrupting the loop. When you are hesitant to, let's use the example of posting on social media. That is the number one things that my customers come to me that they're nervous about. And I'm gonna talk about the method that I help all of my community members in Kootenay Mom Life use, and some of them have had the most unreal success with them. People that were saying, I'm never gonna show my face on social media, are showing up confidently. They feel good about themselves after they show their face, so this works. What we need to do is interrupt that loop. And what we do is we name it. So if you're like, okay, I'm gonna make my post on social media, and you just don't do it. You put it off. Oh, I'll do it after lunch, or I'll do it at this. Stop yourself. Interrupt and be like, why am I not doing this? Name it. Say, this is an old loop. I'm associating pain with showing up on social media, but actually, if I show up on social media, people are gonna know about what I have to offer. I'm going to earn income and make impact. That is what I want to do. Okay, so we're interrupting the old loop, but because the initial reaction is coming from your body, not your brain, we also need to change the way that we're feeling when these moments come up. Not only can we interrupt the old loop with a conscious thought, but we also need to interrupt it when you get that sensation of fear, changing your physiological state. I talked about this in the last video. It's really hard to be sad when you're standing up tall like a tree or doing some sort of a power stance. It's really hard to feel that way. So if you're putting off your goals and you're in this feeling and you're in this rut and you're like, oh, I'll do it later, quickly identify it and then change your physiological state, whether that's like a quick run, shaking it off, deep breathing, whatever you can do to get your body in a state of feeling good. Power stances work really good. There's so much science between changing your physiological state can change your mood, and it works instantly. I just want to break this down. The first step that we talked about is getting honest about what that neuro response loop is, naming it. The second part of that system is saying that is an old loop. I will associate this with pleasure. The third part of that is changing your physiological state, moving, getting yourself in a different mood, something that makes you feel upbeat, something that makes you feel confident. The fourth part to that is creating a new neuro response loop and saying out loud to yourself, posting on social media is going to be so much fun. This is going to be amazing. I can't believe how many clients I'm going to have after I post this on social media. Saying it, feeling it, and tricking yourself. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe what you're saying, but your body needs to believe it in order to rewire these loops. Your body needs to believe it. Even if you're clenching your teeth at the same time, oh my God, this is gonna be so much fun. As long as your body is, yes, this is gonna be so much fun. I'm gonna post on social media. I'm gonna make a shit ton of money on social media. My business is gonna blow up because I have this wonderful free app I can use to reach millions and millions of people every day, to tell them about my product, to tell them how I'm gonna help them. You will rewire that response loop. Now, I'm gonna go through these steps again, and I'm gonna link a PDF below that's free, that's gonna walk you through these in case you're somebody like me that just doesn't really always learn the audio way and you need something visual in front of you as well. After you have successfully interrupted that loop and rewired it, reframed it, I want you to journal on it. Because again, we want to train our brain and our nervous system at the same time. And journaling is really easy. I am not a journaler. I think I've talked about this before. I'm one of those people that has like a million journal notebooks around the house and doesn't actually write in any of them, but this is a really simple exercise and it's one that I've been able to follow through on. You're gonna ask yourself, what fear am I unconsciously linking to having success? You might need to break that down. It might not be social media for you, or it might be social media and also learning the tech side of things. It could also be that you don't believe what you have is enough to share. If you don't believe what you have is enough to share, you need to check out this YouTube video too, because I am telling you right now, your experiences, your knowledge, they hold value. So you really want to break down the pain associated with each step that you feel like you're held back in from moving forward towards your goals. Then you're going to ask yourself another question. What used to feel painful that can feel pleasurable? And in what ways is it pleasurable for you? Is posting on social media pleasurable for you because you're gonna wake up to income notifications? The wonderful thing about social media is you can make money while you sleep. If you're not showing up, nobody knows what you have to offer and you're not gonna make any money. Then you're gonna ask yourself, what new emotion can I pair or associate with posting on social media? Every time that you're got that on your to-do list, I need to make my reels for today, I need to post on social media, get yourself in that physiological state, get yourself excited. I mentioned that I was gonna talk to you about what we use inside the Kootenay Mom Life Community, and we do this specifically for talking reels, but if you're brand new to social media and you need it for all of the reels, this will work great. One way to help your nervous system become more regulated if the fear is so overpowering, the idea of posting on social media is like crippling to you, is you record the video and then you delete it. Don't even watch it. Record the video, delete it. And if you're moving up towards doing talking reels or talking videos so that people can earn your trust, they can know who you are, they'll actually want to purchase from you, record a talking reel, prop your phone up somewhere and just start talking away. And then when you're done talking, delete it. Don't even watch it. Do that every day for about a week straight. Then in the second week, push yourself a little more. Record the talking reel, watch part of it. Record the talking reel, watch part of it. And if you are cringing, like we all do when we first start social media, pull yourself out of that. So maybe while you're watching the reel, you are like jumping up and down and you're cringing, but your body doesn't know that you're cringing, doesn't know that your brain's, oh my God, I can't believe you said that, or I can't believe you look like that, or why do you sound like that, or why is your voice like that? Your body doesn't know that, and your body is the subconscious energy that's running the show. So watch the reel, but get yourself excited. Maybe you like dancing, and dancing makes you feel good. Dance while you are watching the reel. Trust me on this. This will rewire those neuro-response loops so fast that within a month's time, not only are you going to be posting on social media, but you are going to be showing up so confidently with so much of your inner authority shining through that people are going to be like, oh my God, I need to buy this person's product. This is the solution to knowing what you need to do and moving it to one step further. Your brain is always learning, and the first place that your brain learns from is your nervous system, is your physiological state. Let's teach your brain to feel safe, to be excited. I had a friend once tell me when I was really nervous to play music. What's so funny is whenever I get up for a show, I'm always nervous. It doesn't matter. I've played music festivals, I played big gigs before, and I'm always nervous when I step onto that stage. And she always said, you're not nervous, you're excited. And I've always told myself that. I'm not nervous, I'm just excited. It's the same feeling. I'm excited, I have good energy. You can literally trick your brain and yourself into doing anything, into crushing any single goal if you start with these steps. Make sure you check out that PDF below that's gonna outline those 4 steps for you again, getting honest about what that is, that pain, pleasure association, what you were attaching that meaning to what part of your goal, then interrupting the loop, rewiring it like we talked about, and then creating a new association, a positive association that helps you work towards your goals. Make sure you subscribe because in the 3rd part of this series, I'm gonna walk you through how to condition any new behavior so that you can live your life to the fullest potential and you can show up as the person that you picture yourself being without it being a struggle. What we're doing is we're bringing in science. We're understanding how the brain and the nervous system work, and we're using that to our advantage to form new behaviors, new habits, and hardwire consistency so that showing up feels easy. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you in part 3, the final part of this series. As always, I have an unwavering belief in your potential, and I wish you nothing but success.